us as excuses, our genes, our circumstances. And Mark has talked about this before in his speech about we're a body of water and there's pebbles being thrown at us. And how do we react to those things? Do they become small ripples or do they become splashes? So we control all of these things. Stress, fear, all of these things come from within us. And I want to read you a few interesting facts. Fact number 1, the American Institute of Health estimates 75 to 90% of all visits to a primary care physician are for a stress-related problem. Number 2, a study by the American Medical Association found that stress is a factor in 75% of all illnesses and diseases that people suffer from today. Those are amazing statistics. They show us that a lot of our illnesses and a lot of our well-being is controlled by us, not by outside factors. So the number one thing you need to work on to have this healthy brain is to not let outside factors influence you. Stress begins from within you. Don't say, my job really stresses me out, or I've been dealt a really bad situation in life. Don't be the victim. Number 2, be a brain surgeon. This is actually a lot easier than it sounds. Scientists, not more than a few decades ago, believed that the brain was hardwired and that you could not change it. It would change just the way it grew, or if you suffered injuries or anything, it would change, but you could not change it. They believed it was hardwired. Since then, there's been a lot of evidence that brains actually do change, and they change a lot based on your thoughts. This is called neuroplasticity. A famous neuropsychiatrist, Eric R. Campbell, who was a Nobel Prize winner, said that you can use your thoughts to actually turn genes on and off. An example of this is 2 identical twins, both born with the asthma gene. They both live in the same environment, they both come up the same way. One of them develops asthma, the other one does not. The reason why this occurs is because of how they take in their environment, how they process information. So you see, internally, they affected their genes. So don't blame your genes, have positive thinking, and this can actually change things for the better. Good news is, every day when you wake up, you're born with a set of baby brain cells, which you decide how that forms into your brain. Those can either become positive, reinforcing thoughts, or they can go into your brain as toxic areas of your brain. It's your choice. So number 3 thing that you have to do is turn your negative thoughts into positive ones. This takes practice. It's just a matter of being conscious of negative thoughts as they come in and turning them around. So, for example, I used to work out once or twice a week, and I used to really not look forward to those mornings. I was like, I gotta wake up early and go work out. And it was not an enjoyable thing. Since then, I've changed my routine to where I do something different. I run, I bike, I swim, lift weights, do something different, and I actually schedule it a month in advance. So every morning it's a new adventure, and I actually look forward to waking up, seeing what I have to do and going out. So you can turn any negative thought into a positive one. Are you the type of person who says, don't talk to me until I've had my first cup of coffee? You probably shouldn't do that. So it also takes just practice. Meditation has also shown to be a really influencing factor over this. Just 6 to 15 minutes a day can make a huge difference in your life and allow you to practice turning the negative thoughts into positive ones. So to review, in order to switch on your brain to have a happy, healthy life, number 1, don't be a victim. Number 2, be a brain surgeon. Realize you can change your brain. And number 3, turn your negatives into positives. Thank you.
Terrific job, Ryan. I think we can all take that, turn the negative into the positive. I like that a lot. Please pass your comments towards Anand.